One of the biggest lessons is really just trusting myself.
Okay.
I think we had reached like draft 30 before shooting, and it didn't feel right to me. And the reason we reached that draft was because so many people were giving me opinions, and I felt like, oh yeah, okay, that's a good point. And I tried to incorporate all those ideas into the film, and it really just didn't feel right. So I think it was like a day or two before the shoot, I went back to the first draft, and I actually ended up going with that draft. And it just made more sense to me because I had to just trust my gut that, you know what, this works.
ليلى كانت تمشي في الغابة. مرة واحدة طلع لها الذئب ودور عليها، وين ليلى وين ليلى وين ليلى وين ليلى.
When I'm trying to like create a movie or a story that I want to build, it's really at the core of it, for me personally, it's really the music. Even with the writing process, I like to kind of put a soundtrack in the background to just help me get in the mood of it. And I feel like the music really allows me to kind of flow and understand how I want to build up the scenes, how I want to build up the story. I do like a visual board to kind of see how do I kind of visualize, what is the environment? What is the world like? What are the characters like? What kind of clothes do they wear? What kind of music do they like? What kind of hobbies they have? Even though they might actually not be presented in the film, it kind of helps to create the character in a more 3D form, and it allows them to become more real.
بس أنا خاطري أروح. دائما أسمع إن الأعراس تكون حلوة، بنات كذي يحطون حنة في يدهم، والبيوت تكون فيها ليتات، ويلبسون حلو، وكل من يصير حلو. بس مرت أبوي ما بترضى أروح.
استغفر الله العظيم.
Cinderella is a very universal story. But what I kept asking myself is, okay, if it were to happen in this part of the world, what would it look like?
هالصراخ
بتصدقين عرس من؟ عرس بيت الذهل؟
عيال ناصر؟
بس يمه شلون صارت تزوجت منهم؟
If it was me, how would I really react? Or what would it feel like to really have a family that's not supportive? Or, the family culture that we have is very kind of unique, I would say, in this part of the world. It's a very big families that we do, and everyone knows everyone. So I wanted to kind of incorporate that neighborly kind of aspect to it. I want to incorporate, things that are just uniquely relevant to the Middle East, and just like I kind of have fun with it. And I remember there were a lot of things that I wanted to incorporate that people were like, well, that doesn't seem like, something that would happen in this culture. For me, it just made sense. Like, I know it might not happen, or it's not something that you would see every day, but it just made sense that, how else would you find someone that you don't know? So I just kind of took some liberties with it and tried to incorporate things from my own life, especially like the Lebanese and Qatari kind of conversations. Those were all purely from real stories by yours truly.
آخر لمسة بدنا تصريحة.
أي تسريحة تهزينها ما فيها شيء. أهو تعالي ما ببخرك.
Who you are is what makes you kind of authentic, and you have to stay true to that.